Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. The first item I have is a men's vintage Woolrich puffer vest. I picked this up at a church sale for $1, and I put it out for 25, and I took a best offer of 20. All right, the next item I have is a vintage Brooks Brothers women's blazer. This would have sold for more money, but it had a little watermark on it. I paid $4 for this at the Goodwill, and I did not see it. It was so light that even when I tried to take a picture of it, you can barely see the edge of it. But you have to disclose that in the auction. And as soon as people see that, they don't really want to buy it. And I don't really blame them. But so I put it out for only $25 because of this flaw. And I eventually took a best offer of 18. Okay, this is a vintage. I'm not sure when it came out, 80s or 90s, I'm guessing. Nike sweatshirt. It was a zip up the front. There's a tag. I put it out for 30, and I really thought this was kind of cool and it would sell a lot faster than it did, but it was out probably about 6 months, and eventually somebody offered me $22 for it. Okay, this is Lululemon again. I picked this up at a flea market. There was a family with a big pile of clothes out in front of them that you had to dig through, which, sometimes you can find some pretty cool stuff in there. Everything was $1, so these were $1, and I put them out for 28, and I took a best offer of 20. This is just a little express tank top. I'm not even sure why I picked it up, but actually it sold pretty quickly. It was only $1, and I put it out for 12, and it sold I think within a week for 12. And it only cost $2.60 to ship, so it was pretty good. Okay, this is a pair of Clark's leather ankle boots. Clark's are great. If you see a pair of Clark's, pick them up. These were in great condition. I paid $7 for these at the Goodwill. I put them out for $39.99, and there was a best offer, but they didn't even ask for it. They paid the $40. Okay, a pair of Banana Republic pants. These are new with tags. These were at the Salvation Army for $1. But you can pay more. Banana Republic is good. So if they were there for $5.49, I think they charge for their pants, I would have paid that too. Yeah, so I put these out for $35, and yep, they didn't even ask for a best offer. They sold for $35. And here's a pair of Lane Bryant. Lane Bryant is also very good. The only thing I would say is, when they do sizes, sometimes it's normal, will be like a size 14, but sometimes they'll put a 1 or a 2, like Chico's. Chico's will do that. I do recommend you go look at their size charts and see what they are saying it's equivalent to. So what I saw was that it was equivalent to a size 14, and put that in your title, because you don't want to miss that person looking for a size 14 and not looking for that 1 or 2. I paid $1 for these at the Salvation Army, and let me see, and I sold them for $25. Okay, there's Lululemon again, and this was from the same people at the flea market. This was only $1. Yeah, I put it out for $40, but it was out for a little while, and eventually somebody offered me $25. Since I only paid $1, I took it. Okay, this is a men's Tundra sweater. You know how everyone looks for those Kuji sweaters? This will sell well also, not like a Kuji sweater, but it will sell well. Except one thing, a lot of people say Kuji style. I don't recommend that. You can get your auction pulled off. Don't put it's in a style, because they kind of call that false advertising, because then you'll be pulled up when anyone's looking for a true Kuji sweater. You're going to be pulled up along with them. But you can use Bill Cosby. Did I? Yeah. And I even misspelled it. So look at that. I put an R in there. But you can put Bill Cosby in there. You can do all those sorts of things. And always double check your auction, and don't misspell things like I do, because that could stop an item from being sold. But you can use Bill Cosby. I did check that a couple of times. That's not a problem. But don't use another brand name in your title, because they don't like that. eBay does not like that. But this sweater, I paid full price for it. It was $5 at the Salvation Army, and it sold for $40. So definitely look for these Tundra sweaters. They do sell. Okay, here is a Stetson hat. And of course, if you see anything Stetson, these sell wonderfully. This was at the Goodwill, and all their hats are $2.49. So all I paid was $2.49. I put it out for $100, and I took a best offer of $75, and I think it took no more than a week to sell. They started making offers really quickly. Okay, oh, you know what? Let me show you the inside before I leave, just so you know what you're looking for in case you've never saw this before. These hats are great. I love them. I even sold like an old Stetson cap. All it was a little like newsboy cap almost. And it sold for, I think, $45. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. Okay, here's a pair of Born sandals. Nothing special, although they were in great condition. There was nothing wrong with them. I paid $5 for these at the Goodwill, and I took a best offer of $25. Okay, this was actually mine from years and years and years ago. I was really surprised I still had it. I used to train horses, so I had a lot of riding equipment, and somehow this was in storage, and so I pulled it out and I put it on, and it was okay. It was okay condition. It has to be like over 20 years old, and I put it out for $22, and since I paid nothing for it, somebody offered me $15. And I took it. But keep your eyes open for riding equipment. Keep your eyes open for riding clothes. This stuff is so expensive. People are always looking for it. Okay, this is a Gap white pants. And these were brand new. But they had some spots on it. So if it has any spots, make sure you use that new with defects. You know, let them know right up here. So I was supposed to get a lot more for this, but when something has like spots on, especially white pants, I make it pretty cheap. So I split it. It wasn't free shipping. I put it out for $8.99, and $6.80 shipping. I think I had it on a 10% sale. I did. So the total they paid for it was $14.89. I only paid $1 for it at the Salvation Army. So, always, especially white and that light tan clothing, you have to go over it really, really well. I actually shy away from it unless it's like 50 cents or $1, because inevitably I get it home and go, oh, are you kidding me? And I'll see that spot or that mark, and it just ruins the whole thing. Okay, this is a Susan Bristol sweater, and I didn't buy for the name. You look at something, and if it's got good keywords going along with it, and this one did. It's a cardigan. Great. People love cardigans. It had a toggle button. People love those toggle buttons, and it's wool, so it had all those things going for it. And so I put it out for $25. I only paid $1 for it, and I took a best offer of $20. Okay, this is a Steve and Barry's coat, and the only reason I got it was 3XL, and I was right, and only paid $1 because it did not sell. I had this for a year, and I think I originally put it out for $39.99. And going through the summer, I dropped it to $29.99, and somebody offered me $20, and I just wanted it to go. So I sold it for $20. All right, this is a pair of Levi's 512, which is nothing special. These were $1 at the Salvation Army, and I sold them for $20. Okay, this is a women's Gap wool coat, and it's double-breasted, which is nice. And I had this, I would say I got it at the end of the season. So I got it in like March or something. And of course, going into the summer. So I marked it a little low. I had it out for $29.99. And it was really funny because before I relisted it like a week ago, and right before I relisted, I'm like, we're going into winter, let's raise the price. And I did. And I still had a best offer on it. And once I raised the price, they purchased it for $35 when I only paid $1. So that was pretty good. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.